Hi everyone, in the previous lecture we talked about print and input functions. These are Python basics, and in this very lecture we will talk about variables and constants. Let's begin our lecture. Okay my friends, what variable is? A variable is a named location used to store data in the memory. It's helpful to think of variables as a container that holds data that can be changed later in the program. So let's start coding. In the previous lecture, I'm writing print function and I'm writing my name and surname in it. So we can create a variable and store our name data in our memory. I'm gonna write name equals, I'm gonna write my name, Mehmet. So I'm gonna create a new variable. His name is surname equals take, and we can print these name and surname by using these variables. So we can write print function and we can write name in it. Okay, shift enter. You can look at the output. My name is here. We will use these variables to store data. This name variable storing my name data, the surname variable store my surname data. We use these variables to store data, and we will use these variables in our projects. For example, we will use in the print function. For example, we will use the surname variable, and you can look at the output, Mehmet and Tek. Of course, I can change the variables later in the program. For example, I'm gonna change my variable of name to another name, John. Okay, my name is now John. I'm gonna print my name by using the print function, shift enter. Yes, look at the name variable. Now it's John. So we can change our variables, but another tip of storing data is constants. Constants is different from variables. A constant is a type of variable whose value cannot be changed, my friend. It's helpful to think of constant as container that holds information which cannot be changed later. We can change variables, but we cannot change constants. How can we use constants? For example, the pi number is not changeable. We can create a constant, its name is pi, and this is 3.14. This is a pi number. I cannot change these constant type. We will use constant type like this. So we can print these constants also. Print pi. Okay, you can look at the output. The most important difference between the constants and variables is changing. We will defining constants by using the uppercase. This is very important. We will use uppercase, my friend. You can use upper or lowercase or anything you want in variables, but in the second lecture I will explain how can you name your variables. You have to be careful about naming your variables. The another important feature about variables is multiple assignment. You can write multiple variables. For example, I create A, B, or C equals, for example, I'm using Tek. I'm gonna print A, yes, is T. For example, this is the first letter. The B is the second letter. You can look at this. B is the second letter. C is the third letter. For example, you can check by printing C. Okay, you can look at the C letter. Or you can do something different. I'm gonna write ABC equals Tek, comma, something, comma, something. Okay, let's print A. Look at print A. Print A, output is Tek. Print B. Yes, look at the print B. This is the print B. B stands for this string, and the C is this. You can create variable by like this, and also change your variables. For example, I'm gonna get my name and surname. I'm copying and pasting is my name and surname. Shift enter, and we can change between name, comma, surname equals surname, comma, name. This is changing name and surname in between. So let's look at what's my name. Print name, I'm writing. Yes, look at my name. In the first code, I create my name is Mehmet and surname is Tek, but I can change in between. Print name and surname, for example. You can look at my surname, Mehmet. I change in between name and surname. You can change variables like this. In other programming languages, this is very difficult task. You have to create a new variable and then change. So I explained the variables and constants in this lecture, and the next lecture I'm gonna talk about rules and naming for variables and constants. You have to be careful about naming, and you have to look at the important rules for variables and constants. See you in the next lecture, my friend.